So we're going to go ahead and get started because honestly, this isn't going to take that long. I mean, parties are parties, and I'm going to try to keep this to about maybe 15, 20 minutes, unless some people pop in and have tips that they want to share. It's just, we've got some newbies. No newbies are on. It's all veterans that are on here. But, oh, Deb, I know I didn't play music, did I? Oh, I'm so sorry. I know I usually have music jamming out, and I totally forgot. Well, my computer was acting funny, so I just shut the whole thing down a little bit ago, and I looked at the clock, and I was like, oh my God, it's starting in 15 minutes, and my computer's not on. So I booted it up real quick and really wasn't even thinking about that. So we're going to talk about booking parties, because honestly, you guys, parties is, let me see if I can do something with it. Here we go. That's better. You can see me. Parties is a huge way to build your network through. It works. It's the fastest way to get Rap Cash. It's the fastest way to get customers. It's the fastest way to get distributors. And if you aren't doing parties, you're missing out. Just kind of a little fun fact that I wanted to put out there to you guys. 4.5 years ago, when I started my It Works journey, I was doing probably 2 and 3 parties a week, if not more than that. And it wasn't with people I knew. It was complete strangers. It was word of mouth, me being referred to people. And I was making $200, $300, $400 in cash, just in Rap Cash monthly. I was signing distributors, so I was getting $100 fast start bonuses weekly. There was one time I had $600 clocked through because I had signed 6 distributors, and they'd all gotten fast start qualified, which meant that I earned a $100 bonus with each person that was enrolled. And I was signing customers, so I was getting that residual income, and I was getting those customers to put under those distributors to get them into the 400 Club, which I think played a huge part in me promoting so quickly, hitting, Executive and Ruby and Emerald and Diamond and Double all within the first 6 months of my business. And I'm going to share with you guys some of the stuff that I did. And I'm noticing that we're not doing as many parties as the team did 4 years ago, because 4 years ago, this team was booking parties left and right, and we were talking about it. Like, we were putting pictures out there. Like, we were celebrating. We were showing people wearing facials. We were showing people with the chin wraps. We were showing the belly pictures. Like, we were just celebrating it, which made it more appealing, and it made it so that people wanted to be a part of that, because a lot of times people want to just be a part of something, and that's really what it boils down to. And I think at this point anymore, we're overthinking the process of signing up someone to do a party or a sample party or just a night in or whatever. I think we're putting too much thought behind it. I was actually talking to one of my sideline sisters, who's one of my best friends, about this, because her and I are like, I wonder what's going on. Like, what are we doing differently now that we weren't doing before? And just through her and I talking, and I stopped her and I said, you know what's happening? One, we're overthinking everything. Because we've been at this so long, we think that there's more to it than there really is, which is kind of crazy, which blows my mind, because you guys would think that I would know that there's not more to it. There isn't any more to it than the steps to success and booking a party with people and just getting in front of them, right? 45 minutes. When her and I were talking about that, I was like, oh my gosh, this is totally playing right into the Zoom I'm doing on Sunday, because so many times we overthink things. And so I'm going back to like what I used to do, and I'm putting my mind, it's hard. It's really hard for me to like go back to that naive state when I first started and take myself back 4.5 years to really think, okay, what did you do 4.5 years ago? How did you talk to people? And, I just started keeping it very simple again. And I'm using a tool that I put out there for you guys. And just in the last 2 days, I've booked 4 parties. Okay. And to me, that shows me that I've just got to keep it simple. And so I want you guys to really keep it simple. I'm actually talking to Austin's pastor's wife right now, because she's a customer. And I don't know why I don't ask my customers to host a party. It's not that I think we think, oh, they're a customer. Yes, we got that order. Okay, we got their order. That's it. We're good. We're going to just help them. But you know what? This lady knows hundreds and hundreds of people that I don't know. She's the pastor's wife. She knows a lot of people. A lot of people trust her. So why haven't I ever asked her to just have a sample night for me? And so I have, and her and I are playing back and forth on the times and trying to pick it. But what I want you guys to really start thinking about is we got to get the parties booked. We just have to, because some of the other leaders, before I go into talking about how to do it, because it's not really that hard to do it, it's just a matter of getting it done. There's our ambassador, Lisa Fuller, has been chatting with me, and she's just blown away by all of these people who grew fast on social media. And that's all they did. You guys, that's all they did, is they built their entire organization on social media, okay? They got themselves all the way to presidential, triple, and ambassador, top 10 in the company by using straight up social media. Well, they're starting to find that their businesses are falling apart and they're slowing down big time because they've never done belly to belly. A lot of these people have never done belly to belly. They have not done parties at all. And now they're coming to people like us asking us, okay, well, what do you do? How do you do that? Like, party? What's a party? Like, how do you do a party? And I'm happy to say that at least we're doing them. I just want to see us doing them more like we did 4 years ago, because I know like the Olsons, they really want to kick up their business. I know you guys want John to retire. I know that's something that you guys really want to do. Well, in order for that to happen, you got to start having parties and you have to start getting in front of people. Now, a party is just a you gathering with someone, okay? Whether that is one person or 10 people, it doesn't matter. It's just the process of getting it done, okay? And even if you do book a party and the hostess is like, oh, it looks like it's just going to be one person, that's okay. That means you get to sit down and chat with 2 people. You get to hang out. John, that's exactly what happened at your party. We thought a bunch of people were coming, and it ended up just being the one lady who's a customer now, but she's going to sign up to be a distributor. And then an hour later, a couple showed up and they're going to join the team. And so we just basically did 2 one-on-one sessions instead of a big party with everyone, but it worked out. We have to get in front of people, okay? We just have to do this. And so I'm going to go through a couple of things that I've been doing that I think would help you guys. Now, these Zooms aren't going to do you any good, and these tips that I give you aren't going to do you any good unless you put what I'm giving you to action, okay? If you start utilizing it and making it happen. There is a file in our team page. Now, I used to stress on this a lot, and I just assumed that everyone just kind of knew, hey, this file's here, let's use it. But I don't think a lot of you are using it anymore, so I'm actually going to share this with you guys. Hold on. So there's a file in our team page called KISS, okay? It's actually called KISS, Keeping It Simple. It's all about keeping it simple, okay? I utilize this file often, and I've been using it this weekend, and it's actually been helping me set some things up and get some customers. So there's 3 different sets of scripts. And the reason this is set up this way, and when it says 1 through 9, 1 through 9, 1 through 9, those are interactions that you're going to have with people to actually book these parties. So if you're needing to sell wraps, because I'm sure some of you have wraps on hand, if you want to sell wraps, watch my YouTube video. It's going to tell you exactly how to use this script, okay? It's a quick YouTube video, but you sell your wraps to help pay for your auto ship, to pay for, maybe some Blitz cards you need. Maybe you sell wraps to get some product catalogs, or maybe you sell enough wraps because you got to put gas in your car. Okay, but first pay for your business before you pay for anything else, because if you weren't in this business, you wouldn't have the money to pay for anything else anyways. You'd find some other means. So pay for your business first, and whatever's left over, then use that for other things. So it's got how to sell wraps, and at the bottom it says, do you need customers or product testers? Use this, okay? Use these work. But the one I'm focusing on today is the party one, okay? Which, let me see if this will let me zoom. It won't let me do what I want to do with it. That's okay. All right, so do you need a party? So there's a YouTube video that goes along with it. It walks through exactly what to do, but it says 1 through 9. That means you should be having at least 9 back and forth sentences, okay? You should be having 2-way conversations with people, and this is going to get you in the habit of doing it. It's going to make you stop, wait, listen, and ask a question, so that way you can get this done. So I know that at my house last week, Rachel Riley and Candy Smith came over to the house, and we actually were doing this. And they were booking parties, which was really cool to see. And on Thursday, if you're in the area, you can come over to my house on Thursday from 4 to 7. And we're actually going to do this kind of stuff. We're actually going to reach out to leads. We're going to reach out to people. I'm going to help you talk through it. we're going to get your calendars filled for August, because a lot of you want to hit that diamond bonus, or at least get super, super close to it. In the event that Mark extends it into September, you want to be positioned, right? Like, you guys want to be positioned, right? You want to do everything you can to push for it for this month. And if for some reason it doesn't happen and he says, surprise, guess what? We're going to do the high five one more month. You want to be ready, right? Everyone wants to be positioned and ready that if you're an emerald this month, you can grab diamond next month. So let's make that happen. And you're going to do that by getting in front of people. The more people you get in front of, the more success you're going to have. So this script helps, okay? So it sounds silly. It is silly. It sounds too simple. It totally is too simple, but guess what? It actually works. I use this. This is what the girls were using at the house the other day. So for instance, if you need to book a party, so I'm going to, Melinda, I'm going to use you as an example because that's the face I see off to the side here. So I would just say, hey, Melinda, can you do me a favor? That's what I would text to you, okay? That's all I'm going to send. I'm not going to say, hey, Melinda, what are you doing on da-da-da-da-da? Can you have a party for me? You just have to have 5 friends come over. You don't have to do anything. You just have to have everyone wear yoga pants. You get to try the rep for free, and everyone else is going to pay $25, and I'm going to come over and just hang out with you guys for like an hour. Do you think you can do that? How would you respond if I said that? Right. You'd be like, Sandy, I don't have time. Or you would respond back, I'm busy that day. Or you would respond back, I'm not interested, right? Because I just totally threw up all over you. And it's okay if you've done that in the past, you guys, because I've done it. I still do it. I still catch myself going, oh, God, I just answered all of her questions and she didn't even ask me any of those stinking things. So Melinda, can you do me a favor? Okay. And that's what I did with Carmen, the pastor's wife. I was like, hey, Carmen, can you do me a favor? She's like, I'm so sorry. I'm just seeing this. I got a new phone and I'm really excited. I just got an iPhone 6. Yeah, sure. What can I do for you? Okay. Because everyone wants to do a favor for you. They want to help you out. You just have to ask them. Okay. So first find out if they'll do you the favor. Okay. And then the next thing that you'll say to them is the key to this, you guys, is to give a date and a time. Okay. It's very, very important to give them a date and a time to go off of, because then you already know that they're available before you start asking anything as far as your favors. So you can just say, hey, what's cool? Do you have anything going on the 5th at like 5 o'clock? Okay. And based on how their response is, you might have to keep picking and choosing different dates and times. Okay. That's what happened to Rachel with one of the people last week when she came over. It took us 3 attempts to find a date. That's okay. But instead of just saying, hey, we have a party for me in the month of August, will you take a look at your calendar and then get back to me? One, don't say, are you available the month of August? Because now you're giving them 31 days to choose from. And don't say, get back to me or let me know, because they're not going to get back to you and they're not going to let you know. And you guys are pushing for this diamond promotion, $5,000. So that means you need to take control. I mean, your dentist isn't going to say, okay, well, just let me know when you want to come in and get your teeth cleaned. No, they want you to come in because they want to make sure your teeth are clean. And if your teeth aren't clean, they're going to clean them and charge you for it. And then they're going to do x-rays and they're going to charge you for that. And then they're going to find cavities and then they're going to fill your cavities. And they might have to pull a tooth because it's so rotten. And then they're going to have to pull that tooth. And guess what? That's money, 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 money. They're getting paid, right? They're getting paid by the insurance companies. They're not going to sit back and say, okay, just let me know when you want to come in and take care of those teeth. Whenever you're ready to come in. No, they're going to say, hey, how about this date? Hey, we've got this date, right? Just like your hairdresser. She's paid on commissions. Most hair salons are paid on commissions only, based on what they can sell and how many haircuts they can get in, okay, and colors. They're paid a percentage of that. So if you call and cancel your appointment, they're going to be like, all right, well, when do you want to come in next? And they're going to give some dates, because they're not going to sit back and wait, because if you don't show up, they don't get paid, right? So you have to have that same kind of mentality when it comes to this business, because if you're not showing up, you're not getting paid. And we say that a lot. We say it, hey, those who show up, their income goes up. And it's so true on so many different levels, because if you show up to training, your knowledge gets a little bit more. You get that hunger a little bit more. You understand the black, green, and bling, drinking the green Kool-Aid. You are around like-minded people. You just get fired up. When you show up to these Zooms, you're going to learn something. You guys know about parties. So the 5 of you that are here, you might hear something that like clicks this time that hasn't clicked the last couple of times you've heard it. And then you're going to go out there and book parties. And guess what? You're going to book parties and you're going to start making money, right? And isn't that the point? You guys want to make some money. You want to change some lives. And you just want to you want to make a difference. Okay. So you guys are going to learn something tonight. Okay. So you always want to give a date and a time. Play around with it a little bit. If this isn't like your verbiage, make it you. Okay, this is just an example, but you have to take it in steps because you want to have a two-way conversation with them. And they're going to say, hey, I'm busy that day, or hey, I got nothing going on. What's up? Okay. And then you're going to say, do you think you can get a couple of friends together? Do you think you can get 2 to 4 friends, 3 to 4, 5 to 10, whatever you want to say, something that you feel is doable for them. Okay. Do you think you can get 3 to 4 friends together? Then they're going to respond, or they're going to say, why, what's going on? That's when you say, you know, if you've been at this a while, you can just say, hey, I'm really trying to expand my business a little bit more. I know you know this is something I've been doing, and I just need a little extra help. That's where your favor is going to come in. Okay, so if you're not brand new, then word it the best way that it makes it for you. Hey, you're just wanting to get the word out there. You just want to pamper some people, and you just feel like you could count on them to help you out. Okay, I think Mel, you're the only one that's, you and John are about the newest ones on here, so you guys can say this. You know what, you're trying to grow your new business, and a girls' night in would really help. Okay, people are not going to be threatened by a girls' night in. Don't worry about saying, hey, we have a party for me, because people are kind of scared by party, because party, they're like, oh God, now I got to clean the house, I got to cook, I got to like do all this stuff. But if you're like, hey, can a girls' night in? They're just be like, yeah, come on over, and just tell them, you know, bring some wine, have everyone bring their favorite cocktail. We'll sit together, and, you know, I want to go over that. So then you say, you know, I'm trying to grow my new business, and a girls' night in would really help. They're not going to turn you down, especially since they already said, yes, they would help you with, that they would do you a favor. You already know the date and time that they have available, and you already know they said they have 3 or 4 friends they could invite. You see how that works? Why you have to do it in that order? Because they've already said yes to the favor, yes to the date and time, yes to a couple of friends. Why wouldn't they want to help you? Okay. Okay, I didn't see anyone walk behind me, but apparently someone just did, and they went out the door. And I've been watching a haunted show, and I swear that just freaked me out. Okay, that did not just go over well for me. I'm like, wait a minute. That's not right. So then you just say, you know, then just thank them. Just say, great, thanks so much. I'm going to call you with more information. You're the best. You know, just like let them know how much you appreciate them. And if at all possible, you guys, either texting this or using your voice option. Most smartphones now on Facebook, you can actually press the button and like send a message. Let them hear the excitement in your voice. So if at all possible, do that, okay? And you're going to notice that you're going to book parties, but the only way that you're going to book the parties is if you use the script and you just start doing it, okay? So make sure you got your 100s list in front of you. If you've been doing events and you're starting to get a collection of leads, use your leads, call them up. People mark that they'd have a party, okay? So you can call, like, this person said they're interested in a party. And so you would call her then and say, hey, Melinda, this is Sandy. How are you? And, you know, then you go through your leads, and you call everyone that wants to have a party and just say, if you want to do a babe, you really freaked me out. I did not see you walk behind me, and I heard the garage door open, and I was like, okay, I was just watching the haunted stuff, and you just like walked out the door. So it was Chad. He scared me. If you've got leads, guys, same thing. Go through all of your leads. Find out who marked yes to a party, and you're going to want to get on the phone with them immediately and try to book them this month. And you can do a contest, right? They filled it out thinking they were going to win a contest. So this takes me to my next phase, okay? So your friends and family, you're going to do the can you do me a favor. Now your leads, okay? No matter how many you have, whether you have tons like this, because I've been in it a little bit longer than you guys, or you don't have any yet, or you just have a little. Listen, you have to start calling on them. Yeah, Deb, I know you have tons. Blitzing is going to get you leads, okay? So you have to be blitzing, because if you're not blitzing and if you're not handing out 20 of these a day and getting contact information and friend requesting people on Facebook, you're not going to have anyone then to reach out to. And that's the whole point, is running the contest so you can call them, because every time we do a party, we always give one wrap away for free anyways, right? We give a wrap away for free. That's kind of like our gift to the hostess. But now if you've been blitzing and you're doing a giveaway, or someone fills out one of these and they said they wanted to have a party, they're going to be your winner. So there's always going to be a winner. And the winner is, if you want to get as many people in the room as possible, you just say, and I just did this, I sent out a mass message to all of my leads the other day, and I've booked 2 parties from just doing that. I just said I was doing an August drawing, and they have won. They need to give me a call back in the next 24 hours to redeem their prize. I didn't say what they won. I didn't say anything like that. And I had 2 girls message me back immediately. and we've scheduled dates. And I did the same thing with them, the prize winners, okay, that I did with the Friends in Favor one was, okay, here's my dates I have, and I gave 3 dates. And what I did was I did, for example, and listen to the order I did this in. I did, okay, I have the 5th, I have the 29th, and I have the 15th. Okay, so I put one close to me. I listed that one first. I put the latest one in the middle, and then I put kind of like a closer one again last, because they're going to pick up on that last one. And both girls picked an early date rather than a later date. And that it's just there's just something behind that, because they're going to, it's whatever they see last. And so I gave a date and a time, and I gave the people. Okay, so that's what you do with your leads. That's what you do with your blitzes. So if you've been out blitzing, John, I know in the month of July, you were out there blitzing, and you got contact names. So now it's time. You and Melinda need to take advantage. Or it was June, because I was in Florida. But you should have still been blitzing in July, the whole month of July, and you should have a list of people. So you guys need to be contacting them to have these you won parties. So what you're going to do is you're going to say, let me stop screen sharing because I don't need that anymore. Because what you're going to say is, you're going to say, congratulations, you are one of my August winners. I need you to call me back in the next 24 hours in order for you to redeem your prize. Okay. Then they're going to text you or call you back, and they're going to go, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I never win anything. You would not believe how many times I hear that. Oh my gosh, I never win anything. What did I win? And you're going to say that you and 5 of your girlfriends, do you guys get that, Melinda? They're like, I never win anything. Yeah. So you're going to go, okay, so I'm reading messages. Okay, so Deb says she calls them appointments. Yeah, you can say appointments, sample parties, girls' nights, and just don't say party. Okay, and then Ty is saying you can do a back-to-school drawing. Absolutely, because so when you text everyone, you can say, hey, I'm doing a back-to-school celebration party drawing. You know, like everyone's wanting their kids to go back. Everyone loves the fact at the beginning of the year, as soon as summer's out, like, oh, I get to spend time with my babies. And 2 weeks in, you're like, when are they going back to school? Like, you're over it, right? Because all they want to do is bicker and fight, and you just need your routine back, right? When kids are out of school, there's no routine. So I like that, Ty. Yeah, so back-to-school drawing. So you're going to, when they contact you and they're going to go, Megan, that looks like your butt. Like, I don't know if it's your finger, but it looks like your butt on the screen. I'm like, what is going on? What are we seeing here? So when they say, oh my gosh, what did I win? Then you get to say, congratulations, thank you for getting back to me. You and 5 of your girlfriends just won a free sample night with me. What dates work best for you? Okay, and you give the dates. And then you go through that process of that kiss, you know, like, here's the dates, here's the times, here's your people. Because what you can do is you can take one of your wraps, you guys, and cut them into 6 chin wraps. So now everyone gets to sample a chin wrap. So they get to feel it, so they get an idea how it actually works, and they get to feel the tingle, and they get to test it on their skin before they actually buy the actual box, okay? And they get to sample the defining gel, because you'll be putting that on their hands. They get to sample the greens. If you have Profit, take Profit. Let them try the Profit. Anything that you have that someone can try and sample, bring it with you. The Chews, the Profit, the energy bars, the greens. Let them see the Fat Fighters work. Anything that you make brownies, the no-bake cookies, you can make those with the protein shake. You can actually make brownies with them, no-bake cookies, so they can actually, like, taste and feel. Like, people love that, and it's a sample night, okay? And you can ask the hostess, hey, what would you like to have? Would you like to upgrade your sample night? If you want to offer a wine and facial night to the girls, I will bring facials, have everyone bring a bottle of wine. Or do you just want to offer to everyone that's coming a tuck and tummy party or whatever, you know, like whatever fun name you want to call it. Say, hey, do you want to offer one of those upgrades? Give her options, because then she's going to feel like she's offering something extra and more for her guests, okay? Because then she's going to say, hey, we're having a free sample night. I just want a free sample night, and you guys will actually get an opportunity to have do the wine and facial night. Hey, Jake, have the wine and facial night. Or they can do the tight and toned tummy, okay? So whatever you want to do and have fun with that, but play on the words, okay? And let the hostess decide if she wants to upgrade to one of those and have that offered as an or say, hey, or would you like a combo of both? Because then you're going to go to that party and she knows you're coming with the expectations that, one, everyone's going to get to sample the chin wrap, they get to sample all this other stuff, and she's offering an add-on package for the guests coming. Okay. And then once you book the party, you book the date and time, then you start texting her. You can text her a little script. It doesn't matter what it is. Keep it simple. Something for her to text to her friends. Okay. And type it up as if it were hers. So just say, hey, I'm going to send you something. I want you to just forward that to your VIP guests. Okay. And it can be like, and it could say something like, girls, guess what? I just won a sample night. You're invited. Bring $25. You're going to have an opportunity to have a wine and facial and then whatever it is, just play on it. You guys have fun. Something simple. Shoot it over with a picture, okay? And say that's your invitation. Text it to a couple of your friends. And add me to the group text as well. That way, if anyone shoots back any questions, I can help you answer it. And then you want to be in contact with your contest winner weekly. So you want to follow up with her weekly, and you want to say, I'm so excited. How much feedback are you getting? I can't wait to see all of you and let you sample all of our amazing products. And then you'll follow up. Don't forget, make sure all your girlfriends are wearing their yoga pants and something comfortable. If she's chosen to offer the wine and facial package, then say, don't forget to remind your girlfriends like a week before. Don't forget to remind your girls to bring their favorite bottle of wine or whatever, depending on how far the party is from her picking her win date. But you want to try to have, if you're sending this out to your guests or your Blitz people or whatever, make sure that you're booking that party within that month. Okay, so you want to book them in August. Okay, and I would imagine that a lot of mommies are going to want to have a wine and facial night because they've been at home with their babies all summer and they're ready for the routine and the kids to be gone. Okay, Deb's like, I've been home with the grandbabies and she's ready. Yeah. So that's how you can get some parties booked, okay? So far you're going to do do me a favor with the KISS. You're going to call your Blitz leads. Oh, I'm so jealous right now, Deb. I shouldn't want one of those, but I do. I know, so bad. So you're going to want to call your Blitz leads, your party leads, and just whatever, okay? And even when you call your contest winners, use KISS, okay? So then once you've got parties booked, how do you keep the parties going, okay? So this is how I grew quickly. You guys need to do your 72-hour parties, okay? Because we all know that everyone who's wrapping at that party is going to have their first wrap results done in 72 hours. So you're going to want to try to get another wrap on them immediately, because then they can have at least half of a full treatment done by the time their kit gets in the mail or their wraps get in the mail if they decide to do wraps, or a facial. Maybe they have something special coming up, okay? So 72-hour party. So what you're going to do is, when you've had a party, whether it's one person or 10 people, you're going to offer the 72-hour package to someone, okay? So say, hey, who wants to get their second wrap on before their 72 hours are up, or really close to your 72 hours? A lot of people are going to raise their hand because they want to wrap for free, okay? Because if they're upgrading, depending on if you're doing the wine and facial package or if you're doing the tummy package, an add-on to your winners, they're going to want to wrap for free because they just upgraded and bought something, okay? So then you're going to make sure you've got your, I don't have it with me, it's sitting over there. Make sure that you've got your calendar or your notebook ready and have the dates highlighted and pull it out, because how many of you have ever attended a party or had a party, like a jewelry party or a 31 party, and she's booking parties at it and she's got her calendar out right there and you can see the dates that are available and you get to pick your date? Okay, you're going to want to do that and do your 72-hour parties, book your parties. And that's how I did it. I booked parties at parties. And then at their 72-hour party, I was booking 72-hour parties. And then at their party, I was booking more. And at that party, I was booking more. So that's how you can fill your calendar up quickly. Now, will some of these parties be a little after 72 hours? Sure, because it depends on, when they can fit it in with their schedule. But what's really cool is they're still booking a party, whether it's within 72 hours or not. They're still booking a party. They're still going to be the hostess. They're still going to get a wrap for free, and you're still going to get in front of people, okay? So the idea is to obviously get it booked within 72 hours, but if not, at least get it on the calendar for that month, okay? Does that make sense to everyone? That's how you're going to book parties fast. Okay, so ask for favors. We went through that. And here's how, when you're doing these parties, you guys, don't forget, if you do have a hostess, because you guys are going to start having hostess, and I honestly, you guys, try to have parties for someone else. Like, try to go to someone's house and have them host the party. I don't have super awesome luck when I'm trying to do parties at my house. I just don't. But I do better if I'm asking someone to do me a favor and do a party and go to their place. It just is the way it is. So when you have a hostess, and let's say she had 5 people show up, she was a contest winner, and you told her it was her and 5 of her friends, so 6 people total came to her party, and let's say 3 of them signed up to be a customer. You better be having a conversation with that hostess about joining you in this business, because those 3 friends could be her first customers. She'll be making money right out of the gate, and all she needs is one more customer, one more friend to unlock the $500 bonus for her. Okay, you have to use that verbiage, because the 4th loyal customer unlocks all future bonuses. The fast start bonuses, the wrap rewards, and the $500 bonus and the $5,000 bonus. So every time you're doing a gathering and there are customers being gathered, I know Candy did this, and I don't think Candy's on. When Candy and I had her launch party, her friend Sherry was there. Sherry and Shelly and Sherry were there, and both of them were thinking about becoming a distributor. And we had 2 or 3 loyal customers, plus Candy had just gotten one the day before. And we were talking to those ladies, and they wanted to talk. One wanted to talk to her husband, the other one wanted to think about it. And we just let them know that we just said, hey, listen, whoever decides to sign up first, we've got some customers that we're willing to give to you to start off your business, okay, to get that kick started. And Sherry joined, and she joined, and she got the loyal customers, and Shelly signed up to be a loyal instead of a distributor, but Shelly's under Sherry, and it just kind of worked out. But by giving them an incentive that, hey, I'll give you a kickstart, this will get you started towards your business and making money and unlocking bonuses. People like the idea of unlocking things, like, oh, you mean if I unlock this, now I'm going to be eligible for it? Yes, you absolutely are eligible for this one and any future ones that come, okay? So make sure that you're offering the distributorship to the hostess. That's how I signed a majority of my distributors, because I didn't have family support and I didn't have friends doing this with me. I signed a bunch of strangers by offering this business to them. If you don't offer, the answer is always no, okay? Vendor events, you guys, vendor events are huge, and we're going to be going into the fall season really quick. Vendor events are key, and you can find tons of vendor events that are free all the way up to like $100. You sign one distributor, you totally paid for it. You book one party and you just paid for that event, okay? It's really, really important. I know I have the Auburn Fair coming up. I would take advantage of that. Every year at the Auburn Fair, we have a huge turnout, and there's tons of opportunity. The Auburn Fair has been around for like 90 years. It is like big, okay? And people go through the merchant tent. There's all evening shifts, afternoon and evening shifts available. We're not doing morning. So make sure you take a look at that, because actually one of the girls that is having a party for me on the 20th, I talked about her in the team page. I'm having a party for her she's having a party for me on the 20th, but we're meeting for coffee on Wednesday. So I said, hey, you want to get together before your party? I met her at the Auburn Fair, because this is hers. I met her at the Auburn Fair in 2014. And I've been following up, and I'm like booking my thing with her now, but not all of them take that long, but she did. So make sure that you guys are booking those vendor events so you can get those leads, so you can book those parties and use those scripts that I was just talking about, okay? So here was this was a tip that came from Presidential Diamond. This is what she does. This is what I'm leaving you guys with, because I really don't have to go over much more than that. If you guys have questions, I'll unmute it. And if you guys have questions, you can ask. But she said, here's what she does. This is her tip for booking parties. And it's kind of a no-brainer, but she said it, so I'm going to read it to you. She said, ask lots of close friends and family to come to a gathering. Okay, so you can call them gatherings, girls' nights in, Debs calls them appointments, you can call them spa parties, whatever you want to do. Okay, so ask them to come to a gathering so that you can practice going over the products. Okay, so again, basically you're asking them to do you a favor and to show up, come to a gathering, and let you practice going over the products, see what kind of questions arise, so that way you can practice and learn, because it'll be a lot easier to practice and learn with people you know than people you don't know. So she said, just ask your close friends and family. If they tell you no, then, I mean, I don't have anything nice to say because my sister has said no and my mom has said no every time. So I have to be careful. If they say no, they say no. Okay, move on. But the majority of people will help you. Okay, my family just sucks. That's all there is to it. It is what it is. If they're not being benefited, they want nothing to do with it. But I doubt that your families are like that. So just ask your close friends and families, hey, will you come to this gathering? Will you sit in and let me practice? Will you let me go over these products? So that way if you, any questions you ask me, I can learn the products. Because she said 9 times out of 10 people will end up ordering. Once you get them in front of you and you start sharing your passion and you start sharing all of these products we have, I mean, for crying out loud, we have over 30 some products. Somebody's going to see something that they like, and 9 times out of 10, she said they will order, and they do. But the only reason you won't have a party is if you're not asking. So those are the tips. Use your KISS file, book your 72-hour parties, get out there and blitz and do your entries, your drawings for winners, and start contacting these people, okay? Start contacting those entry people and let them know that they won a back-to-school, you're doing a back-to-school drawing and they just won. Contact you in 24 hours so they can claim their prize. Then they're going to say, what did I win? And then you're going to let them know that them and 5 of their friends just won a girls' night in sample party. And these are the dates that you have. Which one do you want? Okay. Sometimes they will even suggest a date that works best for them, which is awesome because it probably will work for you. And ask your close friends and family to have come to a gathering so you can practice. Okay. You guys want to go diamond. Many of you have expressed that you wanted to earn that $5,000 bonus. You have to work hard. It's the 7th of the month. Now is your time. And the fastest way to do it is through the parties. Okay, and even if what was going to be a party turns into a one-on-one, it's still another person, okay? It's still a potential customer. It's still a potential distributor. So you guys can start moving in that right direction because you want to be positioned in the event that Mark says, all right, one more time. Let's do it for round 9, okay? What if he does that? Don't you want to be that much closer? But what if he doesn't? And this is your only month. Don't you want to shoot for it as hard and as fast as you can? This is your time. You have less than, we got 24 days to go. What are you going to do with your last 24 days? How are you going to maximize them? Chelsea Ann, you're about to have a baby. What are you going to do before she gets here? So it's like go time for you. I mean, it's like get to Emerald, get to the leadership retreat. Because if anything, if you guys clock through as an Emerald this month, you're invited to the Emerald retreat, leadership retreat. I mean, hello. That's huge. So let's get on it, guys. Let's go book those parties. And I want to hear from now until the end of the month, every time you get a party, let's celebrate it. Let's post it. And once you've had it, let's take pictures. Let's start getting it out there, showing people how much fun we're having. Because when we're celebrating it and when we're showing it and we're showcasing it to others, other people want to be a part of that too. So let's show them what they're missing. Can we do that? Can we go out there and take pictures and post it and share it and book those 72-hour parties and get out there and let's get you guys closer and closer and closer to the goals you're setting for yourselves, all right? So let's make this a killer round 8. Remember, we've only got about 4 months left until Christmas. That means, I know, John. Santa's coming. Is Lyric awake? Okay. Okay, so we have to be positioned and does he still believe in Santa? Is he a Santa guy? Okay. Okay. Well, we have 4 months to go. Okay. 4. Oh, and Holly's on the phone. Her babies are up. Okay. We just have to be ready for Christmas because it's going to get cold and our bills are going to go up. Okay. Okay. Big E's sleeping, right? So he doesn't know what I'm talking about. Okay. I have to be careful. Kids could be around. So, guys, let's just kill this month. Let's use these party tips. Let's get them booked because the more people you're in front of, the more likely you are to hit these goals that you're shooting for, okay? And if anything, I want to see you guys rank up so your income goes up, okay? So let's show up at these parties. Let's start showing them. Let's start booking them, and let's see what we can do for round 8 because we don't know what Mark's going to do for round 9. We have no clue. He's never done a $5,000 bonus ever. Rumor is he's not going to extend it, but knowing Mark, he could just because he's got such a big heart, but there's no guarantee because he took away all the other ones. So let's be positioned and ready, okay? In the event that he does extend it into September, you want to be just one distributor and maybe volume away, or maybe you want to be completely boxed in and all you needed was volume. So then all of the month of September, you can just push for volume with third parties, right? Wouldn't that be the ideal situation? So let's make it happen. I know you guys can do it. If you jumped on late, the recording will go up later. Just go back through some of the tips that we went through, okay? I'm going to sign off, guys, because this wasn't supposed to be a really long one. I forget what our next topic is, but there'll be another Zoom next week. And then on Thursday, we're having another live party, so that link will be going up soon so that you guys can invite people that are not in the state or just wasn't able to get to the party, because again, we're trying to make this month super, super strong. I'm going to do another live presentation. You will want to get your leads there. Best way to secure a solid person getting on those parties, one, text them, say, hey, there's an online live party going on that my upline's putting on. I'd love for you to attend. Would you attend? If they say yes, then you invite them, and then you let them know, hey, the party is called this. All you have to do is click on going. Once you hit going, let me know so I can write you down, because you're going to go into a drawing for prizes we're going to give away, because you want to make sure that they're going. And then explain to them, when she goes live, you have to check in and tag me so that way you're entered. So you have to walk them through the process, because think about how many things you guys are invited to all day long, every week, every month on Facebook. You become blind to what you're invited to. So you have to be diligent, and you have to say, hey, can I invite you to an online party? They say yes, invite them, then give them the name. Tell them what to do. Once they're going, now they'll get the updates. So anytime I go live to give the, hey, a party's happening in 48 hours, here's what you're going to do. Anytime I post something, they're going to get notified. But if they don't click going, they're not going to get the notifications. And then the day of the party, you want to reach back out to them, okay? So there's going to be a Thursday party. I'll get the link out probably on Monday, so that'll give us a good 4 days to invite some people, okay? We're going to have one every single week until the end of the month, and I might step it up and do 2 a week the closer we get, so we can really start busting through to get customers and distributors, okay? All right, we got 20 minutes until the corporate call. I'm going to sign off, guys. Have a great night, and let's see what you can do for this week in booking parties, okay? Bye, everyone.